defense. And to be honest, this team of their defense, it's weird. It's the team of their offense. Hope we like almost every single position that they gave out. I think when we talk about this defense, we're gonna see some positions where you and me agree on that we don't like. So let's start off with left end. Cameron Wake. This guy got left end, and I wasn't sure how. Not honestly trying to take a shot at Dolphins fans. I don't know how great of a year he had to curse some other guys, but hope we know how bad Cameron Wake cards are in Madden. And
Okay.
my lord, is this card bad. Next, though, at right end, you got a guy named Brandon Graham. Decent price range on him, not as destroyed as Cameron Wake. This card, a little bit different. Cameron Wake was only good in power move. This card, Hope, he's got finesse and power move above a 90. His chems, IMO, are better. Gives you the strength, block shed, play rec, tackle, power move, and block shed off the bat with all these. Next, defensive tackles, we got Fletcher Cox and Kawan Short. Let's start off with Fletcher Cox. This guy here, 93 overall, gives you the double cams in Philadelphia and interior blitzer. You're like, whoa, Philadelphia's got a cam? Yeah. Tackle, power move, block shed, also acceleration, power move, pursuit.
Right, and I think if you get him, you got to get the Brandon Graham too.
Agreed.
So
Just
it's
go
like
all out. Next, though, we take a look. Boom, Kawan Short, 90 strength, 93 block shed, 94 power move, and 89 play rec, but he's got Carolina and line pusher chem. Next, left side linebacker, Khalil Mack, arguably the most expensive guy in the entire promo. Hope, we said this before, three things can attribute into price being this high. Rarity, you can talk about the card's name, and then the card, just the stats. Mack has that name. All of his cards are expensive. All of his cards are super rare. All of his cards are really, really good. Athleticism, check. Pure pass rush, check. And this dude just balls. He's one of the best cards. Next, at middle linebacker, we have Mr. Paul Posluszny out of Penn State, and also Mr. Bobby Swags. Let's get into this Posluszny. Awful. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. He's trash.
yeah, I feel like Tackle Machine isn't really a good chem. Like
Nope.
I was kind of hoping that it like really boosted like pursuit, tackling, and play rec and stuff, just to make Plesney just like a dominant bot middle linebacker. But I don't know. It's not a really good chem.
But we look at this Bobby Wagner, and you're like, man, everything that Paul Posluszny didn't have, this card has. Speed, check. Block shed, check. Hit power, check. Price, expensive. But he's going down a little bit. Really good chems as well. Field General Tier 2, times 2, and Seattle times 2. Not terrible at all. Super good athleticism. That's what Bobby Wagner is known for. Super good jumping on the card as well to go along with it. And honestly, 87 power move isn't terrible as well. This card could be a monster.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner is the reason why I believe in the clutch trait.
Then we move to right outside linebacker. Last of the front seven, Mr. Sean Lee, another Cowboy. Cowboys fan, y'all can chill. You got another card. Field General covers linebacker, 87 speed, 94 play rec, 89 block shed. I mean, that's pretty good for a Sean Lee card. 89 hit power. You can get the speed up with the Field General Tier 2 Cam Hope as well. And then just for pass rushing, 83 and 73 on the power move and finesse move respectively. Not so great, but coverage, 90 zone. Next, let's go to the secondary. Keep to leave, starting off the corners. Denver tier times 2, pick specialist times 2. This card super relatable to a Night Train Lane, minus the hit power, minus the elite block shot, but he's up there with it. Good in zone coverage. He's got really nice chems, not gonna lie. You can get that speed +1 with the pick specialist tier 2. I actually like this Aqib Talib a lot, but I don't think he'd play for my team, but I think he's a really nice card. Next is Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, dude, balled out for the Giants. Super freaking athletic. I've seen this card with some people with these boosted chem stats get this thing insano. I know he's better tackle than the Deion Sanders. I know he's better blocker than Deion as well. He's just pure coverage. But the one thing I'll give this Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is a spec catch of 87, which is just bonkers. Keeping up with this NYPD type of defense here, Janoris Jenkins. Boom, really nice card actually. Field General and Lockdown times 2. I love it. Really nice stats on the back of him. Janoris Jenkins cards I really wish I got more into this year, but I didn't. Really good tackling card as well for corner. Block shedding, not necessarily there, but 64 isn't awful. I know there are a lot of guys the worst. We just talked about one. And spec catch on him, 87 as well. Hit power a little weak for a Janoris card, but overall, I really do like Janoris Jenkins card. Last but not least, Mr. Chris Harris Jr. This card, Oh, I think he's the best corner in the game. Facts only.
I don't think so. I think like Night Train Lane's better. But I will say about Chris Harris, man, he's just one of those guys. He's like Darius Slay, where you just kind of, I feel like he outplays his stats.
We talk about hidden stats a lot. What's the hidden thing about Chris Harris Jr.?
I feel like the really hidden thing is his agility.
Oh, only guy in Madden for card art to have a Band-Aid in it.
Are you sure?
I am 100% positive because I've never seen a Band-Aid in a card art before. We finished out the secondary with the two safeties. Free safety first. We got Devin McCourty and Mr. Eric Berry. Don't worry, Eric Berry got a card. Dude balled out. Devin McCourty, he got the tippy pick interception trait, and he also got deep defender ×2. Back of the card, really great for coverage. Probably one of the outright best coverage safeties there is. He's like a free safety version of a Paul Krause, but he's not tall. Maybe.
I feel like it does.
Maybe. It definitely could matter. Going to Eric Berry, though, this guy adds a little bit more height, a little bit more price, a little bit more everything to the card. You're going to get some hip power out of this card. You're going to keep the same great coverage stats you saw from that Devin McCourty, and you're just going to make this card completely well-rounded. I love the card, not the chems. Please, for the love of God, some of these guys do not need these team chems. Odell is one I wish didn't have it. I would prefer, like, a route runner, because he already has deep threat, This Eric Berry, does he really need finesse move, power move, and pursuit? We finish off the Team of the Year secondary with Jonathan Cyprien and Landon Collins. You'll notice that Jags fans get rewarded once again with a nice card. When I look at the Cyprien, he's nice. He's got really good tackling for a strong safety. He's got pretty good coverage as well. Field General and Tackle Machine. Tackle Machine is probably one of the worst ones you can get on a safety. But, I mean, Field General is not so bad. All around, just really good tackling, decent in coverage, and not the best hit stick on the card, but he's not terrible. Finishing off, Landon Collins here. We just talked about, the Eric Berry getting ruined by a chem. I do think if they gave him something other than the hot hands, he would be the best strong, one of the best, potentially could be a better strong safety than the Krause, potentially. I know you said big hitter's overrated. I understand that. But, I mean, Field General, get this guy some more speed, get him all the Field General. I mean, just anything on this card. I don't like hot hands on a strong safety because he's not a user god like Krause is. Okay.
Yeah, I would say
insane.
pick him up, 20K. Definitely pick him up. Johnny Hecker is the best
Stud.
Natural punter that can throw the football.
Here, I'm actually going to rip my solo reward. If you guys did all your solo challenges, you guys get yourself a non-auctionable / tradable team of the defensive player. Like I said, I will take anybody in the secondary, corner I mean. I would take Landon Collins just to give him a shot. I'd take the Eric Berry. Nobody on the D-line besides the defensive tackles. And then linebackers, it would come down to the Mack and the Wagner. You go and you get the Hecker. You put the Hecker at your punter. You get the Tucker, put him at your kicker. And then put the Boswell as the backup. And it will activate his focus kicker because you only need one guy starting. And then, God forbid, you got to hit one of those kicks where you got to get it like really slow on the meter. You sub him in and out. Boom. Moment of truth. Here we go. Don't disappoint me. Oh, wow, it's a collectible first. All right, that makes it a lot more fun. All right, here we go, baby. Jonathan Cyprien, yay. Yay. He's going to have so much use on this team.